But that's enough of the politics. That's, we can save that for another video. We can save that for another video. Funnily enough, in the last video I said I would keep the politics for another video, and I guess this is that video, because today I'll be talking about the most controversial type of politics. Race politics. Usually I like to keep the videos on my channel fun and lighthearted, but I think it's important to talk about these things once in a while. Plus it's my channel, so I'm gonna do what I want. As you can see, this video is a little different because I'm using my VTubing model for it. I usually keep the VTubing on my Twitch, twitch.tv/noshowmomo. You can check me out there if you want, but this video is about the VTubing community, so I thought it would be appropriate to use my model for it. So the whole reason I'm making this is because a few days ago, my homie Afro Sakurai showed me a video on Twitter about a VTuber saying some wild shit, which I'll show you all now.
我忘记介绍了，那个旁边这位是那个我的妮酱，就是妮酱在我家打工的妮哥，因为是妮哥，所以叫妮酱啊！等一下，稍微靠得有一点近了。那个妮酱，你可以拿着你的篮子去采棉花了。可以拿着你的篮子去采棉花了。一小跟你的篮子一起爬。我想。这波是那个心理上的 NTR， 让大家以为刚刚开局就要跟大家玩 NTR 那一套，其实不是的，其实这个是后院种棉花的妮哥，后院种棉花的妮酱，嗨，妮酱です。
After seeing her say all that racist shit, and me being the first self-proclaimed black VTuber, I couldn't let it slide. So I tweeted about it, and I ended up streaming about it with a bunch of people on Discord. I'll leave a link to the stream and links to the people that were on the stream with me in the description box below. But the stream was all over the place, and I got a little too heated, so I'm making this video to organize my thoughts and give my perspective after thinking about it some more. First off, she was dead wrong for this. There's no way you can justify what she said as being okay. Some people might try to argue that she's from a different part of the world and she didn't know better, but that's cap for two reasons. One, she was saying hard R, not Nigga, Nigger. And two, she brought out a fucking basket and told him to pick cotton. This is a straight up reference to slavery and the kinds of works American slaves were made to do. Now there have actually been VTubers who have said nigga by accident before. The classic example of this is Sakurai when she was playing GTA 5. However, this is not one of those cases. Now you can make the argument that she was just making a joke, because I'm not gonna lie, when I first saw the clip, I was laughing so hard, mainly because of shock. However, that doesn't excuse her. Even if it was a joke, she should have known it went too far. In my opinion, what most people consider dark humor is whack, and the most they can get is a cheap laugh. Saying something super offensive and then trying to dodge responsibility by saying it's a joke, it's corny. There are very few people who know how to use dark humor, and a great example is Dave Chappelle, because he knows how to say some fucked up shit that will not only make you laugh, but also think about the issues he brought up in his joke. If you haven't watched his Sticks and Stones special, I highly recommend it. One of the reasons I think Dave Chappelle knows how to use dark humor is because he's part of the marginalized groups that he makes fun of. And I know a lot of people aren't gonna like me saying that because that makes it seem like I'm saying only black people can make fun of other black people and say the N-word. But that's not the case. When it comes to who can't and can say the N-word, I don't think it's clear cut. Because me personally, if we're good friends or we grew up together, even if you weren't black, I wouldn't care if you called me nigga, because I know your intent isn't to harm me. And I don't really get upset if non-black people use the word, as long as they aren't using it towards me, because if I don't know you, I'm not your nigga. Now you can say that no one should be allowed to say the word, and if there was a surefire way to get everyone to stop saying it, I would agree with you, but in my opinion, that's never gonna happen. The meaning of the word nigga has changed and is so ingrained into music, the media, and our everyday lives that I think it's impossible to stop people from saying the word. And it's not like stopping people from saying the N-word is gonna stop racism. There are so many other reasons that cause discrimination and inequalities towards people of color, like redlining. If you don't know what it is, look it up, because if I started talking about it, we'd be here for hours. Regardless of her intentions and whether she's allowed to say the N-word or not, she said what she said, and there are many people outraged by it. But there are also a bunch of people who thought it was fine and were supporting her and what she said, which pisses me off because it's one of the things I don't like about the anime and VTubing community. Just because someone is a cute 2D girl doesn't mean you should let it slide when they fuck up. They should be held accountable for their actions just as anyone else should. And I'm not saying she should be cancelled and lose her source of income, but she should definitely be reprimanded. But I highly doubt that's gonna happen because I legit had people in my replies of my tweets saying how that the VTuber said all this racist shit was a Chad and that I should shut up because I'm black. Now, I'm a firm believer that if you say something to the public, you should say it with your chest. So I'm not going to be hiding these people's names. Like, you can see it on the screen right now. However, I don't think, you should go after them. I'm not trying to start a witch hunt, because starting a witch hunt isn't productive. A lot of these people are edgelords who just say wild stuff because they don't get enough attention from people in their lives. But even if they were actual racists, going after them with the intent to harm them isn't going to help. It'll just solidify their racist ideologies. The best way to go about it is to have a civil discussion with these kind of people and try to show them where you're coming from, while also trying to be considerate of their ignorance and the false pretenses they were taught. Because no one is born racist. Like, you learn that shit, unfortunately. All in all, that's pretty much all I have to say. Like, I just made this video because it was just so shocking. And it makes it even worse because that Twitter video came out, or I don't think it came out like 4 weeks ago. But when Afro showed it to me on Twitter, that was the exact same day that Garnet ended racism, bro. Like, I can't believe it. She really ended racism, and I was so hype. I'm like, yeah, she did it. She ended racism, and then this whack shit happened. It's just so unfortunate. Anyways, that's enough of me ranting and lecturing, so I'm gonna end it here. Like I said in my Pokemon video, the next video will be an anime video that should come out next month, but I'm not making any promises. I'm not trying to pull a Cyberpunk 2077. As always, if you made it this far into the video, thank you. If you enjoyed, drop a like, and if you want to see more, consider subbing to the channel. I'll catch y'all later. Peace.